He asked me to pass the phone to my sister and I did. By the end of their conversation, my sister was crying and my dad was out of breath to say anything else. My sister was told that she was a spoiled brat and that from this point on, she was getting all of her gadgets and car taken away. I thought this was bad enough, but when my parents returned, they did the unthinkable. All of the rage had been poured on the phone call, so they weren't mad anymore. They sat my sister down and told her that they weren't going to pay for the rest of her school tuition, which was around $30,000. My sister nearly got a heart attack. Essie broke down and told them that she was sorry and she'd sell the watch. My dad told her that she'd have to do more to cover the entire cost, and she offered my sister a job at his business. My sister was excited, but that was until she found out that she was going to clean the area instead of something much more important. Update. It's been a few months since and my sister has sold the watch. Essie's still working crazy hours for my dad and has to keep it up if she wants to graduate.
I wouldn't care if my ex-husband got married to anyone else if it wasn't my best friend. I don't see what is so hard to understand about that. We made up eventually, but I feel sick to my stomach every day and things aren't the same in our relationship. I love my husband, but I've come to realize it's not the same way I loved my ex-husband. My husband doesn't love me the same way my ex-husband did either. I started to regret the things that led to our divorce because we were really happy until the moment he left me. I don't even have my best friend to call because she's too busy effing my ex-husband to care about me anymore. Everything feels empty and like a lie now. A lot of friends agree that they both betrayed me, but think I need to move on. Even my dad and brother told me to get over it. I have to pretend I'm okay, but I'm not. No one gives a poop about mental health when it comes to women. I need advice on what to do and how to get closure. I'm thinking of driving to their city to just show up and force them to talk to me so I can move on. Is that too much to ask? Update. My husband found out I had a baby, but while I was away, he told me about the possibility of the baby not being his. I grieved that so much, but I decided it wasn't good to dwell on it too much right now until we knew for sure once she was born. The results came back last week and she isn't his. We haven't made any decisions right now about our relationship, but are living together for the sake of the kids and his recovery from the news. He said that if I didn't want to be with him anymore, he'd go back to his home state with his mom and stepdad. He also mentioned that he knew he wouldn't get alimony or child support because of our state, but I told him I would help him get back home and his feet if that's what ended up happening. I'm really sad that the baby isn't his. I wanted her to be his more than anything in the world. But I find it hard to be angry with my husband for some reason. I cheated on my first husband with him, so it's kind of karma in a way. And what could I expect when our relationship started the way that it did? My ex-husband is an amazing man and he deserves to be happy. Sent him an email and just kind of poured my heart out about how sorry I am for hurting him. I would rip my heart out to give to him if it helped him heal from the heartbreak I caused him. I said in the email that I didn't expect a reply and that I would never attempt contact with him again after that. He got in contact with my brother a few times to check on me, and he called me twice, and we talked for a few hours about everything. He's really happy, and he's doing well. I'm proud of him, and he deserves to be happy. I am really lucky that I had the years that I had with him, but now it is time to accept how I screwed up and try my best to do better going forward. I don't think I will ever contact him again, but would be happy to hear from him if he ever reaches out again. It still hurts a little, but I understand now that that door is fully closed. The door with my friend is closed too. We haven't spoken and we probably never will, but that's okay. I found out from other friends that she was always in love with my ex-husband and that she was the person who convinced him to move to where they live now after our divorce. My life is still very much in limbo, maybe even shambles.